I'm Elia Haber for the Beirut Banyan. This one is a bit emotional for me. It's been a month. It was a festive day by many counts, but it was also a day for reflection. My reflection mostly centered on those around me who are not participating in this joy, for whatever reason. Many of us have suspended our daily activities for the past month, willingly or unwillingly. We also haven't spent as much time as we usually do with family members or friends. I was very happy that I got to speak to someone who was able to experience a positive breakthrough with one of her family members. Here's our interview.
Zeinab Dirani, 22, projects officer.
Zeinab, it's been a month and it's a Sunday night. We're here pretty late. Is there a reason why you're still here at this time?
I'm here every day, and usually I come after work, so I take the PM shift of Thawra. I guess I got used to it. Even on days where I have nothing to do, I usually come earlier, but I just stay until it's late.
During this while, even though you are maybe contributing in different ways than others to being here, have you learned anything after this month?
I've learned that I have a lot of rage inside me. Yeah. I don't know, life lessons, or I've learned that
whether about yourself, about your people, about the country.
I've learned that people are full of surprises, especially my dad, because we used to always let's say disagree. Disagree is a very soft word, but we used to disagree a lot politically, but now my dad is lit as fuck. Yeah.
How so? Do you mind maybe sharing a way that he surprised you? Or he was lit in a way?
He was always with certain political parties, محور ممانعة. Okay. And now he is pro people, with the people, for the people. He's not brainwashed anymore, and I got so shocked at first. I thought he was bullshitting me. I thought he was doing a spy job, a double agent job. He wants to pull words out of me so he could be angry at me and not let me participate in protests anymore. But turns out he's blocking roads in Saida because my parents live in Saida, and I'm here in Beirut, and he turned so cool all of a sudden, and I'm kind of still waiting for him to convert back to his roots, but I hope it never happens. Yeah, and I even told him that the Kareem rides on the motorcycle for free. I told him that I'm riding the bike behind guys that I don't even know, and in public, and sometimes at night at 1 a.m. or something. And he's it's cool as long as it's free. And I was Dad, are you dad?
I'm happy you brought this up, because this is also a transformation I've seen with my dad. At least at first, I remember the first week, he used to say, I'm sure this and that are doing it, and I'm sure there's someone behind it. And the next few weeks, he was actually talking to me about it. If I knew something, there was a realization where he thought that, well, no, it's not what he assumed it was. It's something new, and he was asking me and other people on the street about what I know or about what I'm seeing. So I'm happy at least you got to see that transformation with your dad. Moving on, how do you deal with other people in your family or in your friend circle that still are hesitant about what's going on the ground?
Concerning my aunts and uncles on my dad's side, I just avoid them. They're hopeless people, and if anything, they're gonna try to pull that back to their side or something, but it's not gonna work because dad is enlightened in some weird way that I never saw coming ever. I'm kind of self-assured that they can't change his mind, but mom's side of the family, I saw them once, and they're not against the whole thing. They're just not participating. They're just not, going to the streets. And I asked my cousin, who was my age, and she was like, well, I don't want education, and I don't want a job. I just want to get married. And, عندي كهرباء عندي مي. إنه لشو بدي أنزل على الشارع. I was like, full respect. بس إنه ما بعرف شو بدي أقول لك. Yeah.
Moving on from negative surprises, like the ones you had with your cousin, are there any positive surprises that you saw on the street that you were like, is this really Lebanon?
All the recycling initiatives, all the there's just too many examples that I can't remember anything in specific right now. I like all the graffiti art and when they decided to just move furniture to the ring. I like the whole people cooking for other people and donating their old clothes or what they don't need, like blankets and stuff like that. I like that it's happening not just in Beirut but in all the other spaces of Thawra. Like I saw this in Saida as well, and I saw this in other places online. I like the library initiatives where people can come and read in the middle of Thawra. Actually, we have that. We have that right here. You can donate books and you can read if you want. It's the feminist library tent. It's Azari. Yeah.
I'd want to ask you concretely, like on the ground, what would you like to see next happen, whether from the protester side or from the government side?
I personally am still doing my own research and readings about what I would like to see happen and why. So I can't give a solid, concrete answer to that. Yeah, because I'd like my answer to be based on facts and research and knowledge.
Then my last question to you is, let's say you're looking back at this moment in our history a year from now. What do you think people will remember, or what do you want them to remember?
I think people will remember the whole feeling of unity and solidarity. I mean, this is like unprecedented in Lebanon's history. And because it was so new, I think it just might leave an impression years from now that we were able to do this once. So if things go bad, we're going to be able to do this again.
I'm breaking the tradition here and ending with a message of my own. And that is a message to reach out. Through your work, through your family, reach out to those who do not necessarily agree with you. Try to keep having a conversation no matter what. You never know. You might be surprised. Elia Haber, signing off from Martyrs Square for the Beirut Banyan.